Hello everybody, it's Rich the English teacher, and in this video I'm going to talk about a small pronunciation tip in English. A tip means un consejo. Normally in English, when a word ends in ed, the pronunciation most of the time is just it's very much like the T in Spanish. It's just and there's lots of words like this in English. Normally they are adjectives or they can be past tenses. For example, you have the verb talk, and in the past that's talk. You have walk, and the past is walked. Something more difficult, for example, the verb remember. The past of remember is remembered. So most of the time, when a word ends in ed, then the pronunciation in English of that ed at the end is just t. However, there's two exceptions, and they are dead and ted. Okay? So you just need to remember dead and ted at the end of words, and then the pronunciation changes. So, for example, we have the verb to want, which I'm sure everybody knows, and in the past we say wanted, wanted, right? We have the verb hate, which hopefully you don't have to use too much. But hate in the past is hated. I hated it. And an example of a word that ends in dead could be from the verb demand, which is exigir in Spanish. And in English, demand, in the past we say demanded. Okay? I demanded more from my students, for example. Okay, that's more or less all I have to say about that. All you have to remember then is for words ending in ed, it's going to be t, except when you see dead or ted. And then you have to remember it's wanted and it's hated. The reason, if you're interested, is because the English sound, the English vocal, for T and D is very, very, very similar. And if we already use this vocal for ED, for example, talk, then we cannot use it in a situation like wanted, because if we did use it, then that word would sound like this, want. And not only is that difficult to say, but it sounds a little strange. It doesn't sound like an English word, right? Want, hate, no, that doesn't sound right. So it's wanted and hated, okay? Right, okay, that's all I've got to say. I'm sorry that I haven't made any videos in a long time. Hopefully, I'm going to have some more time now to make some more videos. So I hope that I will see you soon.